It's a messed up situation that Art had to go through, like foster care and group homes and stuff like that. Cause I mean, like we from the hood, and it happens to a lot of us. Most of us get sent to foster care or group homes, and it's a messed up situation because of family, But and his brain injury, it's messed up that he had to go through that, because now he struggles with a lot of stuff and doing this documentary and him putting it out there about where he came from foster cares and group homes and his brain injury is a good thing because a lot of people are able to hear his story. You know what I mean? And he has a really good story because he's been through a lot. And most people like us, that's from the hood, been through the foster care system, the group home system, and that's been injured really bad.
What was the last time you went back to your group home?
It's been about 20 years since I've been back there, and yeah, man, it's going back to, kind of just tell my story. I guess my story as a child. I didn't ever really talk about it much growing up, so it's a story that I think deserved to be told. Little Art's story deserved to be told. So I'm going back to to the place where it all started. Prior to that, I was houseless, so everything just moved so quickly. Went back to this group home. One of the biggest reasons why I'm doing this is because I'm on this healing journey. This used to be where the younger tenants or group home clients lived, and we didn't really see them like that. And I stayed in, I believe, this building right here. And they moved me up to the next building up there after I, got it together. I went into another different type of program. And yeah, wow. Yup. The last couple of years where I finally got my ear surgery, that brought me back to here. And coming back here for me, is a part of that journey moving forward. The reason why I'm shooting this documentary as well is talking about the challenges of mental health, the challenges of going through the system as not just a foster child and who's been orphaned, but also somebody that deals with PTSD. I used to make sandwiches right here for 25 cents an hour, 2004 to 2005. Well, 2005, I used to bag the sandwiches up while the other group home clients were eating, wash the dishes right over here. Everything, that they're doing probably, I used to wash this. This is the first job I ever had my whole life. I was probably like this tall. And then there was a guy that worked here, he was a little smaller. He had a big, and he used to just be like, Art, man, you wanna listen to your radio? It's okay, just don't turn it loud. I'll be over here in the office. So I used to mop, sweep, all of this for 25 cents an hour. And this is where, right here, if you come around, this used to be, I believe his office was here, the guy that used to run the kitchen, or back there. But man, it was 25 cents an hour, y'all. I know I keep saying that, but 2005, bro. And then I used to come back here, sweep, mop too, knock all this out, and then I'll come back around here, I'll check in on with him sometimes, and then I'll be done. And I have to fill out a paper, like my name and all that to get paid. So I make like $2 an hour a week. $2 an hour a week, bro. I thought I was balling. And then, yeah, pretty much that's it. It's crazy. Yeah. And now they have this, it's a Buddhist temple, so now they got this stuff here. He used to have his radio on over there. I used to have my radio on over here. Yeah. And then he used to have events here in the kitchen too. So sometimes I help set it up, like watch movies right here in this kitchen. So But that's pretty much it, man. This cafeteria right here, all the kids is where all the kids come, you know. So we have like 2 or 3 different units I remember, and every unit is like 15, up to 15 plus clients living in like rooming together, right? And so this is where usually, you know, if any trouble you got with somebody, you see them here or in school, you know what I mean, and all of that. And kids from Oakland, kids from Sacramento, kids from all over actually come here, different races, you know. So this little cafeteria, man, this cafeteria was big for me when I was mopping it up, sweeping it up. And like I said, I remember, you know, just cleaning all this up and putting everything, chairs up, all the, you know, and leaving my mop around just to like get some breathing time. And the food here, which is very interesting, because it's something else that I remember. We used to serve right here. So there used to be like a serving, what do you call that? Like how vendors have it, you know, with the food and all that. And then, you know, you get paid to serve and paid to clean and paid to pack the sandwiches. But they have the line up right here. All the students, all the clients will line up right here. And we get our little food and we sit down. So come on in. Exactly what I do. Right here, I open this door. It's the same situation. I open this door like this, let the music kind of bleed out, you know, and then I'll walk right here and I just stand right here. It's like nobody, you know, this is the only time in a group home day that I had to myself, just standing right here and just listening, you know, and give me goosebumps, bro, because like I was about to graduate the program. You feel me? So I was just like, man, a lot of emotions going through me. And I had to come out here thinking like, man, I'm about to leave this place and I can't go back to my city, you know, Sacramento. And I don't know what was ahead of me, you know, I was turning 15. So, yeah. It's pretty crazy, bro, that I'm able to take y'all on the journey with me and just if you come right here real quick and just look into this space, like, you know what I'm saying, like, and just imagine all the you know, kids running around. Sometimes they fighting. It's loud, it'll get loud. This is the only time we kind of just can be us and kick it, talk. Other times of the day we programming, we doing our accountability circles. We got stuff we have to do, and we got different counselors. So this is like, you know, this was like a social place right here. Yeah, so, man, yep.
So I feel like, you know, I think what inspires me and what I'm happy for Art is that he's able to, he's furthering his career, going after his goals, doing this documentary, and that also through that process, Art is learning about his own history. He's learning about overcoming different traumas he might have experienced in his life as a young person going through the foster care system. And then through that journey, you know, Art was also able to meet different people that inspired him and connect him to different, if that be like our native cultural ways that help guide him and give him the healing. And maybe there's wisdom there that he learned that he can use in his own life, in his journey, in his life. And, you know, those are good things. And I think that all of these different experiences will help him to heal and to learn where he comes from and where he's going to be going in his life, moving into the future.
Yeah, man. This classroom got history. This is where my brain start really kicking. Start wondering, asking those questions like, what does being Laos mean? What does being, you know, why am I here? You know, a lot of that happened in this room. I think it's locked. Oh, it's open. Now it's a piano room. What the? Piano room. Verhoeven, is that his last name? Y'all want to know the song that I made here when I was in that group home room I was telling y'all? This is what I made. Swear to God. I had a little keyboard that kind of looked like the one over there. That trauma came from that decision to pull that trigger on myself, meaning that, you know, it was all buried in as a young boy. As a child, you don't know how to express what you're going through, you know, and then some of us end up doing what I did. You know, I'm not proud of it. I'm thankful to the universe and to Creator God that I'm able to survive that and be able to become all the way back here years later to see this place. You know what I'm saying? So, and to see it so empty, because it was like so many people here, like it's different youth here, different staff members, you know, and to be a part of a world that people don't really get to see. You know what I'm saying? Like even when you go to juvenile hall YA, there's more tenants in juvenile halls and CYAs than there is in group homes or orphanages. People don't get to really know. Like a lot of us don't, you know, we don't want to talk about our stories, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just one of a million people throughout the world, you know, all the way to Southeast Asia, all the way to Palestine, to Africa, even places in, Europe where orphanages still exist, I think, from what I've been researching. So with that being said, and everywhere else, you know, every part of the world, there's a foster child and orphan out there. So, you know, in our traumas, you know, there's not really a place to go. And that's the reason why I ran from the group home 4 years ago, you know, from Sacramento Children's Home, is because I didn't feel at home nowhere. You know, I didn't have parents and grandparents to look after me, so I ran, and, pieces of the streets where I'm from became my parents. So, you know, I think that it's amazing to come back and be able to tell this story, you know, that little Art deserved, you know, his story to be told.